Well, good afternoon. I'm Julia Stasch. I'm the president of the MacArthur Foundation, and I want to thank you very much for joining all of us for what promises to be an engaging conversation about building Chicago's inclusive economy. First of all, I want to thank, of course, the Museum of Mexican Art for hosting the event. The museum is one of 300 arts and culture organizations in Chicago that MacArthur proudly supports. Now, MacArthur has actually been investing in Chicago for decades, investing in our diverse neighborhoods and people. But lately, what we've been doing is we've been listening. We've been trying to listen to communities and their leaders to help us consider what is absolutely the best thing that we can do to help address the opportunities and the challenges that Chicago faces today. But that's what brings us all together today. One of the most important issues facing our city at this critical time is how can we grow Chicago's economy to be more inclusive and provide fairer, more equitable access to opportunity. In other words, how can we make sure that we have an economy that works for everyone? Now, we are experiencing an economic transformation right here in Chicago, in which new wealth is being created and traditional skills and industries are being disrupted. It's this economic transformation that's creating major challenges that contribute to the systemic inequality and exclusion, which of course are exacerbated by issues that we've not yet wrestled to the ground here in Chicago or anywhere in our country, like racism. But these shifts also create opportunities as new industries emerge. So one of the key questions, which I'm sure that we'll get to today, is what role will people and places that have been excluded, what role will they play in the changing economy? And can they actually be in the lead in creating and capturing that value? Now, by engaging more people, and not always the same people, we can better contribute to overall economic growth. We can increase economic mobility, we can reduce income and wealth inequality, reduce racial and ethnic disparities, and create healthier, more vibrant communities. Now, what I just said, of course, is an incredibly tall order. But without that outcome always in front of us, we will never be able to have a Chicago that will prosper far into the future. So I'm sure that our panelists have given this a lot of thought, and I know you all look forward to hearing from them. So toward the end of the discussion, you'll have an opportunity to engage directly with the panel. And afterward, please plan to stay for a reception and a chance to continue talking about this important topic. So today's speakers are Teresa Mintle, who's president and CEO of the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce, Lanier Richardson, co-founder and CEO of Chicago Trend, Juan Salgado, new chancellor of the City Colleges of Chicago and a 2015 MacArthur Fellow, Bob Weisbord, non-resident senior fellow at the Brookings Institution Metropolitan Policy Center, and our moderator for this evening is Monica Davey, Chicago bureau chief of the New York Times. So I'd like to ask the panel to join me on the stage. And while they are coming up on the stage, I want to tell you that later this year there will be another event, a second event we will hold that will focus on how the arts can help build Chicago's inclusive economy. This is just one of many public conversations we need to have to confront the real issues, begin to take on the hard work of making sure the economy both needs and benefits from the contributions of everyone. So let me turn it over to you, Monica, and let's get going on a great conversation. Thanks, everyone.